Hi, everyone. Good evening. So it's 6 o'clock in New York City, and I'm coming to you live from my apartment, which is very unusual. It's my first time using this medium, but I think it's going to be fun. Just talking to myself until you guys join me. This is one of the 30-minute sessions that Art of Living New York City is offering as a part of its Breathe Strong NYC campaign. Given these very unusual times that we are dealing with, we are coming to you in this unusual format. So I know that for a lot of people, we might have imagined that when we finally got this chance to stay home and stay away from work and do all of this, that it would be a good time. Except I know that for some of us it might be a good time, but it's also a time that's filled with a lot of different emotions that are kind of rolling through. So sometimes you're feeling some anxiety, some fear. I don't know, you guys tell me how you're feeling. You could write in the comments there and say what are some of the different things that have been coming up for you, and we can talk about them. One of the things that I've been hearing about from my physician friends and also my hubby are that a lot of people are having trouble sleeping right now, given that there's just so much uncertainty and that we don't know exactly what's going to happen. Every day we're hit with something new. Other people's emotions, all that stuff. So one of the things that we could do, what we'll do today is talk a little bit about how do we deal with not being able to sleep that well. And even if you're sleeping well right now, who's to say what happens after we have another week or two of staying at home? So one of the first things that I'm going to go over some tips that we can just generally practice. Doctors call this sleep hygiene. So one is limiting daytime naps to 30 minutes. Don't sleep too much during the day if you're having trouble sleeping at night. Another thing is to avoid caffeine or other stimulants more than, past 3 o'clock, you want to kind of avoid taking in those types of things. Third, I see some comments now. Overwhelming emotions, feeling tired. Yeah. Okay, so we'll talk about those. Absolutely. The third thing is that, both for the overwhelming emotions and for feeling tired, for more energy in our system, and also to get better sleep, one of the things that we can do is get some exercise during the day. Make sure we move around. Even though we're stuck in our apartments or we're stuck indoors, some of us maybe, there are ways to move indoors. Take out your yoga mat, do some yoga, sign up for an app, or so many different organizations are offering free 30 days of online sessions. So you're welcome to do that also. And just make sure or go outside for a walk, I think with some social distancing, 6 feet. We're still allowed that right now. So just make sure that you move your body, even if it's within your apartment. That will help. The fourth thing is watching what you eat. So eating heavy or rich foods, fried foods, spicy food, things, carbonated drinks, those kinds of things toward the end of the day can also disrupt sleep. So we want to watch what we're eating, what we're putting in our system around that time. Yeah. And lastly, it's about establishing a good bedtime routine or establishing a good bedtime space. Basically, making sure your bedroom is a place that you use for sleeping so that you're not working there or doing other activities that engage the mind, and that also makes it then a place that becomes more buzzing with activity. Yeah. So you can create a pleasant sleep environment with making sure your bedroom is the right temperature, between 60 to 67 degrees approximately, that there are no bright lights in the room. Your cell phone, don't use it, or computer, don't use it for about an hour before you go to bed, and try to limit your use to outside of the bedroom or wherever you sleep. And then make sure you turn the TV off, of course. Again, at least an hour before you go to bed. And then you can also establish like a nice routine that gets your body or your mind ready and understanding that it's time to go to bed. So let's say you take a nice bath at the end of the day, a warm bath. That will help drop your body temperature also and relax the system. You can read a good book or read a book that's calming, I guess, not activating before bed. And then we'll come to a couple of other things that we can do. One is to do some stretching exercises, move your system, move your body just before bed, but just simple stretching exercises. And then, of course, we'll come to the breath. There's a breathing exercise that we can practice also that will help to clear the mind. So let's go into it. What do you guys want to do? Let me teach you the breathing practice first, and then we'll do some stretching, we'll do the breathing, and then we'll go into a meditation, yeah? All of these things that you can also do right before you go to bed, okay? So as far as the stretching goes, you can just do some simple stretches, either standing up or sitting down. For right now, since I'm talking to you here, we'll do them sitting down, okay? So wherever you're sitting, you can take sit down comfortably, but sit up with your spine nice and straight, and relax the body. Close your eyes or keep your eyes open, either way. And let's start with just take a deep breath in, stretch up and back. You can use your hands and hold on to your knees, lean back, and as you exhale, bend from your waist, coming all the way forward. Keeping the back straight until you can't anymore, and then you can curve over. And you can do a body rotation, moving from the waist all the way around, clockwise. So the entire body is moving from the waist, the head, neck, shoulders, all of it moving together. Inhaling as you come back, exhaling as you come forward and down. And as you come forward and down, reverse direction, move to the left or counterclockwise. Breathing in as you come back, breathing out as you come forward and down. Last round. And come forward. And from here, as you inhale, reach up, roll up, one vertebrae at a time, with your head coming up last. Yeah. Okay. Then we can stretch our arms out to either side. Reach up as you inhale. Bring your palms together. Reach all the way up to the ceiling, stretching the spine as you do so. From the waist, belly, chest, every inch of your body moving up. And as you exhale, release your arms. Keep the spine nice and tall. Let your hands come down by your sides. We'll rotate the shoulders all the way back, up by our ears, forward and down. Inhaling as the shoulders come up. Exhaling as they come down. And reverse direction. All the way forward, up by your ears, back and down. Keep breathing. And as you exhale, bring those shoulders back and down. So now our spine is nice and tall, shoulders back and relaxed. As you inhale, reach up, look up with your head toward the ceiling, and as you exhale, bring the chin to the chest and gently begin neck rotations clockwise. Again, inhaling as you come back, exhaling as you come forward. Chin to the chest, reverse direction. Incoming breath energizes the body, and outgoing breath relaxes the body. Keep mirroring the breath to the movement. And bring the chin to the chest, and gently bring your head up. And take a deep breath in. And breathe out. If your eyes are closed, you can gently open them. Just notice if the mind feels calmer, more clear. You know, just even in a few minutes, it's so it's so simple. Even with the simplest of exercises, when we bring the breath and the movement of the body together, the mind is able to become calmer and more clear. And so many of the thoughts that are racing or emotions that may be coming up are able to settle down. Yeah. So sometimes it's as simple as that. A lot of times we're moving our body, but we're not taking that other element into it, which is attaching the breath to the movement. Okay? And when you bring the breath together with the movement, it makes a difference. So be sure to marry the breath and the movement. Yeah? Okay. So after we've done a few stretches right before bedtime, then we can get in bed and practice a breathing practice called Ujjayi breath. Okay? Ujjayi in Sanskrit means victory, the breath of victory. So this breath is also known as Darth Vader breath. You'll hear it before I show you how to do it, okay? So, or let's put it this way, I'll demonstrate and you'll hear the breath, okay? All right, so let's do it together. What you do to do Ujjayi breath is we breathe in and out whilst constricting the back of our throat, okay? So we take a long, deep inhale in, and as you're breathing in through the nose, constricting the back of the throat. So one way to demonstrate this would be if you were taking a sip of a cold drink on a hot summer day. So what you can do is imagine that you take a cold drink and then, you know, like a Pepsi commercial, you do because it's so satisfying, right? So that's that. So if you close your mouth in the middle of that, you'll find you're able to do the Ujjayi breath, okay? Then you're doing it. You're constricting the back of the throat. Ready? So let's do it together. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, make that sound, yeah? Breathe in from the back of the throat. So in the middle of it, we close our mouth, yeah? And then you continue that on the inhale and on the exhale. And we elongate the breath as we do so, okay? So with Ujjayi breath, we're taking long, slow, deep breaths in and out of our system, in and out through the nose, constricting the back of the throat, okay? So let's do that for just a minute or two. Notice what's happening in the mind before you start, and then we'll notice what's happening at the end, okay? All right, let's close our eyes. Breathe in. And out using Ujjayi breath. And relax. Let your breath return to normal. Notice what's happening in the mind. Notice what's happening in your system. And slowly and gradually, you can open your eyes whenever you're ready. So, does anyone have any questions? Or has everyone who's watching this already learned this breath? If you have questions, you can just type them in right there and I'll answer them in a bit. So we're talking about tips for getting better sleep, right? So after we've set up our environment, we've done some light stretching, and you can do this breath, Ujjayi breath, lying down. You can do it, you can just sit up in bed just before you lie down, because you've already put away your phone, right? And you've already put away the computer, put away everything else, right? We're in bed, and you can sit up just on your bed and do this breath that way. You can also lie down and do it. We don't want to do more than 10 at right before we go to bed, okay? So between 3 to 10 breaths, that should be enough, and many of you will find that you'll drift right off to sleep just doing that, okay? So if you're doing it lying down, you can lie down flat on your back. If you wish, you can put your hand on your belly and do long, slow, deep Ujjayi breaths that way. And then just notice that for many of you, you'll find that you won't need more than 3 or 4 breaths, but that the mind will settle and you'll drift right off to sleep, yeah? If for some reason you don't do more than 10 breaths, because you'll find that it'll give you more energy and it'll keep you awake that way, okay? So only up to 10. Okay, and if even then you're not already asleep, then we can go to doing a little meditative exercise so that we'll do together right now, okay? It's called Shavasana, or where you lie flat on your back and with your feet about 4 to 6 inches apart, the palms a few inches from your body, and the eyes closed, okay? So like you're lying directly on your back. So you can do it that way, or you can do it sitting up like I'm going to do right now, whatever you wish. You can do it now if you'd like to, and we'll start, okay? I'll take you through it, but you can do this on your own as well, essentially taking your attention through all of the different body parts. I can talk you through it after, okay? So let's close our eyes. You can either be sitting comfortably and easily, or you can lie flat on your back. Like I said, feet about 6 inches apart, palms a few inches from the body, facing up toward the ceiling. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. And take your attention to your right foot. So we're just taking a gentle awareness there. Don't have to move it. To your right calf. To the right knee. Right thigh and hip, to the whole right leg. Breathe in and breathe out. Take your attention to your left foot. To the left calf, left knee, left thigh and hip, to the whole of the left leg. Deep breath in and breathe out. To the genitals, the abdomen, belly, chest, shoulders, to the right arm and hand, to the left arm and hand, to the throat, the face, to the top of the head, to the whole body. The whole body. Deep breath in and breathe out. Take a breath in. And breathe out. Take another deep breath in. And let go. And become aware of your body and surroundings. Whenever you feel ready, you slowly and gently open your eyes. So how is that? Maybe you can hit a like or love or something like that. Share. Okay. So, that's good. Everybody feels clear, rested. Yeah? Okay. So we'll just do a quick recap, okay? And if you have any questions while I'm doing the recap, you can type them in there and I can answer them since we have a couple of minutes left. Yeah? So, tips for sleeping well, right? In these turbulent times, or when your mind is racing all day, or you get into bed and it's racing. Yeah? There are some things that we can practice during the day, just good sleep hygiene, which are to avoid stimulants like caffeine or soda after 3 p.m., to make sure that we are getting some exercise in, getting some movement in during the day, even if we're stuck indoors. Lots of different creative ways to do that. Even a 2-minute dance party, that'll get it done. You'll see that something happens in the system that way. Third, avoid certain types of food, that disrupt sleep. So heavy foods, fatty, fried foods, spicy foods, those types of things. And then, set up a pleasant sleep environment for yourself. Make sure that you keep your computer, your phone, everything else outside of the bedroom, and limit the bedroom as a place to just curl up in a ball and go to sleep. Yeah? And then keep the bedroom at a good temperature, no bright lights, and then lastly, set up a bedtime routine. Yeah? Something that you do so at least an hour before all those your electronics are away. Maybe you read a book, take a warm bath, and then do the light stretching that we did today, or any other kind of light stretching that you want to do. Do some ujjayi breaths as you get into bed. After you can either do it lying down on your back, the ujjayi breaths, or you can do them sitting up. Remember, long, deep, slow breaths with the throat contracted. Yeah. And then lastly, if ujjayi breaths don't knock you out, remember we only do between 3 and 10 ujjayi breaths, okay? No more than 10. And then if those don't knock you out yet, you can do some shavasana, right? Taking your attention through the different parts of the body, from your toes all the way to the top of your head, and breathing in as you take your attention to each part of your body, breathing in and out, yeah? More than likely, halfway through, you're going to knock out anyway. So I think that'll be it. You'll get a great night of sleep that way, yeah? Okay, any questions? Let's see. Yes, we will keep this on the site for, I believe, at least 24 hours, so you can watch it again. But I think, and I think someone else can answer that for you for sure to let you know, yeah? Okay, thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful evening, and sleep well. Rest well. Okay. Jai Gurudev.